Greetings and salutations. I am Nikki. This is Midlife Adulting. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, thank you so very much. If you're one of the 6 or so new people that have subscribed lately, hey, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. So, I've been back and forth as to whether I will do any budgeting on this channel. I kind of started out as a budgeting channel, but not really, because there's always going to be more than just budgeting here. But I need a budget. I need to get a budget. I really need it. I knew that in May, back when I started. It's even more important now, a year later, and so I am here to do some budgeting content. It's going to be sketch because I'm not super confident yet, and I'm in the middle of a teeny tiny issue where my laptop is in the shop, and so what I have in the meantime is borrowing my partner's computer, my kid's computer, my work computer, every computer except the 2 that I have access to. One's in the shop, the other one used to be my work computer, and now it doesn't work completely, which bites. But anyway, I have this handy dandy new journal. I'm turning it into my budgeting journal. I am going back to handwriting because that's me. I'm just a handwriter. I just write by hand. I love writing by hand. I love writing in notebooks. I love paper. I love pens. Favorite pen ever. It's a burgundy ink, 0.5 Pentel Energel. And this is a Sharpie S-Gel, which just lost its little tab, and I need to file that down so I don't hurt myself, because even though it's plastic, I'm going to hurt myself. So let me bring you up to date with what I have done so far, and we will go from there. One moment. Okay, so this is the handy dandy pink notebook. It is a B5 hardcover notebook that lays flat, which is going to be great once I get to the inside of the journal. But for now, we are way back here in the beginning. There's even content pages, so I can index this stuff, but this is what I have. This is my starting point. What I have done is I have taken the layout that I've seen on the Budget Mom stuff, and I have handwritten it out for the entire month. And I am calling this a budget. I wrote it out for January, and I've got it down into May. So what I have is I have my income and I have my partner's income. The plus 150 and the plus 100, we have $100 and $150 respectively going directly into our personal checking accounts. And so those are just, the entire amount is our income, $2,504.70, and we get that 2 times a month. Just $100 is coming out and $150 is coming out right away. Also, I have labeled everything with bi-weekly, 2 times per month, annual, weekly, or quarterly based on how often the bill gets paid. So fixed expenses, AAA, we pay that once a year. So budgeted $11 to set aside for it this month. This is the other thing. I'm also finally giving YNAB a real shot. So I have all this written out. I'm categorizing things in YNAB as fixed expenses, variable expenses, debt, and I'm leaving open all of the other categories that it suggests. I'm just sticking them in, I don't know, I guess savings. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'm giving YNAB a shot. So I'll put all this in, and when I have information to share there, I will share it. I don't have it yet because I haven't entered all these numbers in to my satisfaction. So GoDaddy, I have several domains, and the domains total up $132 a year. So again, that's another 11 bucks. I support 4 people on Patreon. One's a $5 level and the other are $1, and that's $8.09 a month. I have Netflix for the house. We pay for the no ads and more screens. That's $24.37. We have Disney and Hulu, once again paying for no ads, $21.19 for those 2. Amazon Prime comes up yearly for me, and actually I just paid it, $147.34, which comes out to $12.28 per month, which actually makes it a better deal than Disney and Netflix, and that's a thing. I have HBO Max, $3.17. They had a Black Friday deal that was basically 6 months for $21, $2.99 a month. And I was like, yes. So we're paying for that for a few months. When it jumps back up to the $9 level, I'll probably cancel it. And we've done that with Max before. I enjoy it, and I enjoy the things that are on it, but I don't enjoy it enough to keep it all the time. It's one of our regular ones. State Farm, this is all my insurance. Both cars, my house, and a life insurance policy, $120 a month. I'm thinking with this plan, I'm going to change it back to every 6 months. The way I used to budget actually started with State Farm because I had to pay it every 6 months, and so I had a separate column in my checkbook that every check I would put, I don't know, $60 aside. And then when it was time to pay that bill, like I didn't include it in my total, so when it came time to pay the State Farm bill, I had $120 or whatever the total was. I just wrote the check and it was no big deal. So I know they charge a little bit more when you pay every month, so I think I'm going to turn it back into a 6-month bill and see if I can save some money. T-Mobile, this is 3 cell phones on the T-Mobile plan, $148.62. That's every month. I pay for Dropbox. This is critical, especially as my computer just died. And technically, my laptop didn't die. What my laptop did was the fan started making noises, and we had, my battery is going bad. And I was like, well, if you're going to be in there to fix the fan, you might as well replace the battery. And then they're like, hey, your hard drive's going too. So if it's going to be more than, I don't know, $400 or $500, if it's going to be more than $300, I'm not paying for that to get fixed. I am going to just say, you know, put it back together. I'm going to use it until it goes. I have everything backed up in Dropbox. That's $10 a month. Astound used to be RCN, just finally changed the name. I was stubborn. It was kind of like Twitter and X. I refused to call it Astound, but that's what it is. So we pay them $95.90 a month. That's negotiated down from the recent boost. It was like 130 or 140 or almost 150 maybe. So we got it down and we got it a little bit faster speed. That'll last for maybe the rest of this year, and then it'll start creeping up as it does. Dieter Brothers, this is our oil. We have an oil furnace and oil hot water. Summer winter hookup is what they call it out here. And that's $320 a month for a budget plan for oil. It's less expensive if you pay per delivery, but you're not guaranteed. So they take with this payment plan, they take the average price and they lock you in, except you might owe more at the end of the time. So I'm not really sure how that's working out. And it opens back up for us to select again in May. So I might see if we can save some money there too. Trash, $315 a year, but $26.25 a month. I just paid that too. Planet Fitness. I broke this into 2 because my husband and I both have a Planet Fitness membership. So that's $10 a month times 2 people. And then we have 2 people's worth of annual fees, which is $817 a month. That puts my total fixed expenses at $839.85. Let's go on variable expenses. Ignore the debt right now. Every week we get groceries. I would like to budget $200 a week. This is possibly, I think I should have wrote $800 there. No, I definitely should have. So gas for my partner for the month is $180. My partner puts in about $45 a week, and I put in about $25 a week in gas. So that's what the difference is there. PP&L, that's electric. We don't have a huge electric bill, although in the summer it gets up because we've been running the AC like all the time. So I'm thinking of raising this one to $120 per month, just so that in the summer months we always have the right amount. And water we pay every quarter, and it's about $140, $46.67 a month, and that's a total of $1,216.67. Now I'm going to skip this section. I'm going to skip back down here to debt. We have a mortgage. Pay $800 a month. That's rounded up because with these, oh, that's what I was going to do. With these bills, I like to stay on top of things. And, you know, it's like a difference of like $9 between what I actually owe and rounding it up. So that's fine. My loan for my car, $300. My partner's loan for his car, $300. Once again, I think mine is like $285 and his is like $292, or maybe that's vice versa. But just rounding it up doesn't make a big difference. And then I have one closed credit card, but I just realized they are still charging me interest. And so this $80, I need to amp that sucker up. I really need to increase that. So right now it's $1,480, but I need to get this up so that we can get that stupid thing paid off. Also, what I forgot to put in the taxes, and I'm considering it debt rather than a fixed expense because it's going to go away, is our 2022 taxes. We didn't have the money to pay them, and once we finally figured out we could set up auto payments, that's what we had. I don't know how much is left on this. I meant to actually check what the balance was on the mortgage, the cars, and the Discover, but I didn't do that when I had the password program open. Oh, let me make sure you see all this. Anyway, so I added taxes on here. I guess you couldn't see that. Okay, anyway. Savings. I mean, I have this as budgeted, but it's coming out automatically. Those are those two numbers we talked about up here. So it's $500 a month that we're saving. And this I do not understand, but okay, here's what it is. Our total income minus our total expenses, we should have $1,228.89 to play with. However, I am not accounting for a huge variety of expenses. I know I'm not accounting for eating out. Eating out is huge. I'm not accounting for alcohol or bars. I'm not accounting for impulse purchases. That's my problem. All me. Yeah, so this is what I have so far. I've seen people do it weekly, and I might get to that point, but right now I just needed to start somewhere. This is where I'm starting. Then I drew myself a little calendar, and I wrote in all of the bills that I have to pay in February on the day they're actually due. Now, I've mentioned in a previous video that I don't do this. I lie to myself and I'll write it a week ahead of time. So I would have the Nissan loan due on the 8th. Then, and let's see, let's say the Honda loan due here on the 17th. And then when I get paid on the 9th, I pay everything that's due until the next time I get paid. Well, with the actual date here, I don't know when it's actually due, and so I wanted to have actual dates listed. My goal is to get as much as possible automatically withdrawn so that I have the money in there and it just comes out on the day it's due. But I also wanted to see, I needed to see when things are really due. This means I am going to need to do a March spread so that I can stay 2 months ahead. I think I might do a weekly one for each week. I don't know how that's gonna fit because I have a Monday start, so that's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's most of a week, so there's really 5 weeks in February, but only 2 paydays. I'm gonna get this figured out. So if I had, that would be here, then this would be March spread. Well, I knew this was going to be hard work to get going. Once I get going, it's going to get much easier. I'm going to be inflow on top of my money. I'm going to know exactly what's going on. It's going to be fine. Until I get to that point, hard work. I did a lot of work today. I did all of this today. I have a spreadsheet, so I copied this from the spreadsheet, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a weekly one, see what it would be every week, I guess. And since we're already at the end of the first week, I might as well just start with this week. And getting YNAB up and going too is going to help me out. Okay, that's all I've got. This is a lot for me. I'm so overwhelmed just thinking about it, but I know doing the work now is going to make it easier later. I know putting in the work now is going to make the results so much better, and I'm not going to worry about money because it's all going to be paid off. And I have 316 pages worth of notebook to fill up with money. So that's what I have. Thank you so much for hanging out here and listening to me babble. I would like to say that I will record a video every Sunday night with more updates on how this is going, because Sunday is my budgeting day, or my finances day. That would be ideal for me. That would be ideal for me. Wish me luck. All right. I hope you're having a great day when you watch this. And if you're not having a great day, I hope you're having an okay day. And if you're not having an okay day, I hope tomorrow is better. And I will catch you next time. Bye. Love you. Bye.